Good afternoon. In this video, we're going to go over this past week's trades and the weekly recap. Before I get into the video, if you're not in the room, you can find the link in the description of the video and in my bio section social media accounts. Also, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now, I did finish the week with, 13 wins and 4 losses for a win rate of 76.47. Not the greatest. I mean, I could have done a lot better, but this entire past week, it's just been very, very, very trappy. Just the entire month, the whole lot. Not, I mean, December and January. Well, obviously January's like half over, but December was like that too, especially right around Christmas. It's just been very, very trappy. No matter how cautious you are or how patient you are, just it's been really, really trappy. It's not been really a good trading month or so. So it's just been just very, very annoying. So with that said, trade ideas on Monday the 5th, I think it was, or the 8th. The 8th. Monday the 8th, SPY puts under 467. You have pre-market and Sunday futures right here. When I say 467, which is right down here near this low, and also Friday's lower day. It's rounded up just a little bit. And no, it just a strong green candle right here. And then I just this is a very, very strong green candle. So I took calls over a higher day, and this is what I'm talking about. It breaks out over a higher day just a little bit, then it comes back down, then it comes back up. This is the kind of shit it's been doing for weeks, and it's just very, very annoying. So on a real higher day right here, I took the 47.15 calls of $6, and they went from 6 to 8.70. So a little bit of a move, not too much. Then I took puts at 349. I didn't take any positions at all. It just kept grinding up, and I just didn't like it. I mean, it didn't really pull back. I mean, I guess I could have grabbed it here, but I didn't like it. And what the market's been doing lately is it will have one strong move, then after it has a strong move, it will have a narrow range day for a couple days. So yeah, Friday was a narrow range day. So I just was not expecting this, and it didn't really pull back whatsoever. I mean, yeah, it pulled back a little here, but nothing really meaningful. 475. I mean, not even $1. I mean, it's just every red candle got bought, and it's hard to trade when it's just crazy like this, going from 466 pre-market all the way to 474. I mean, that's an $8 plus move. That's just crazy. It's hard to trade, and I didn't like it, and I didn't want to sit there and try to go out and grab the top. So I just waited and waited and waited, and it just kept grinding higher and higher. And anytime you started to show weakness, like right here, went higher, started to get weakness here, went higher. Every red candle was a trap, and I decided to think, okay, we're gonna get an end of the day drop after this $8 run, and all kinds of things going on in the world, and it started to drop. What time did I grab it? It's 3:49, which is right here. And I grabbed it. Even this is where I would have grabbed it to, right underneath the body. This underneath this 473.60 area is a perfect area to grab it, and this is what I did. I grabbed the 47.60 puts at 650. And look what it did. It bounced. It just, every red candle was a trap. So that ended up being a full loss on that. Not a great way of trading and starting the week. And it just, I really thought it was going to drop end of day. And just, it was just, this whole week has been a nightmare. Then trade ideas on, let's see, the 9th, SPY calls over 473. You had this drop down right here. Let me back it out just a little bit. Yeah, we're up here at the 474, and we dropped down at 471, 472. So I was like, okay, we get over the 473 area, which is this high right here. We're probably going to take off. It dropped more. It didn't. Our first 10-minute candle was green. very, very, very tiny green, kind of almost a doji. When it broke lower day, I took puts. I took the 47.30 puts at $7, and they went from $7 to 9 right there. So they ended up working out. Then I took puts at 10.05. This is right here. You can see the wick. I grabbed puts right here, right when it was going to break the body of this candle. Right when it broke it, another trap. I took the 47.30 puts at 7.20, and right when it dropped just enough to get you in. Dropped, got bought back up, didn't really break higher day. It started to drop, and when it came down here to the bodies, I jumped in thinking we were going to flush, and as soon as I get in, the thing popped. Another trap right there. It's ridiculous. And I took the, like I said, the 47.30 puts at 7.20, stopped out at 3, and I waited. Then I took calls at 11.16. Got a bull flag right here. It's pulling back. The VWAP getting bought. When it broke over the 472.85 area, that's where I grabbed calls. I grabbed the 47.45 calls at 6.80, and they went from 6.80 to 10.60 in that push right there. So that ended up being a good play. I wasn't really looking for the call side, but it was a nice little bull flag right here off from VWAP. So it looked good to me, and trying to be a little more open this year. And it's hard. This is easier to trade than this. I mean, this was just straight up. And this, at least we pulled back and made a flag. We didn't really do that anywhere. I got an FU move right here that got me. Get a little bit of a flag right here. I just didn't like it after the big run up already, because we already ran from 366 to 471. That's already a $5 run, and we haven't had $5 days in a while, so I wasn't thinking we were going to have a massive day like that. But this was a nice bull flag, so I grabbed it, and it worked out pretty good. Then I grabbed puts at 240, which is right here. 240 right here. No, right here. Yeah, right here. Get this drop right here, came back up, tried to get break over higher day. It didn't get there. It gets this nasty wick right here. I think I took this in a challenge play, and it came back up. It did manage to break over 474.50, but quickly harshly got rejected, came back up, harshly got rejected, came back down. And this area right here, get the body, the wick, the body, and the body. So when it got below that area of 473.60, I grabbed puts. I grabbed the 47.55 puts at 560, and they went from 560 to 730 right there. So that ended up being a pretty decent play. So now on the Wednesday, the 10th, right? Yeah, SPY puts under 473, the traded is area room 473, which is this pivot right here in the day, which was right there, higher this candle, lower this candle. So I took that there. I picked that number for that. Plus, we don't want to pick that right here and pick 473.30. I don't like picking weird numbers like that. I like to stick to the nearest 50 cents, a whole dollar on pre-market. Makes it easy to remember, and plus the first 10-minute candle is so crazy that if it's very strong in a direction, it's going to break that area anyway. So first 10-minute candle, very, very strong. I mean, it's like almost $1 candle. I wasn't taking calls over higher day, so I just ignored it. But I did take puts at 10 o'clock, which was right here. Pulled up, tried to break higher day. I got rejected, came back down. When I broke lower day, I grabbed puts. I grabbed the 47.55 puts at 6.30, and they went from 6.30 to 8. So that ended up being a good play. Then I grabbed puts again at 11.12, which was right here. When it broke, let's see. I think I want to say I grabbed it when it went underneath. Yeah, I think I grabbed it when it went underneath 474.90. I could be wrong, but I think I grabbed it right here. I grabbed the 47.65 puts at 650, and they went from 650 to 9. So that makes sense. I probably did grab it right in here. right around the 474.85 area through VWAP. So that ended up being a good play. And then I took calls at 3:30. Just for some reason, the last 10 minutes of the day, it just the last 10 minutes, the last 10 minutes of the day, it's just been having major green candles. So, but we had two big red candles right here, 20 EMA. So when it came down to 20 EMA, which is this light blue line, I took a chance to grab calls. I mean, every big red candle's been getting bought right here, right here, right here. I mean, it's been like this for weeks. So I took the chance that this white line right here is the Fibonacci line, and the 479.98 area is all-time high. So it didn't quite get to the fib retracement area, but it just rejected shy of it. But when it rejected it, these two big red candles, I grabbed puts right at the 20 EMA, thinking we were going to get a small bounce, which we did. So I grabbed the 47.75 calls at 550, and they went to 870 in that little bounce. So we ended up working out well. I could have taken puts right there, but 3 trades, no losses. So I'm definitely going to call it a day on that. Then Thursday, traded his room, spot puts in a 475. We get this massive red candle right here, and 475 is down here. I called it right around here, over the 476 area. So rounded down to the candle, the wick of this candle right here. So first 2-minute candle, there's a Fibonacci line right here. First 2-minute candle up and over it, but it quickly gets rejected. As soon as it breaks lower day, I grab the 47.80 puts at 8:30, and they go from 8:30 to 11:50. And then the big FU setup right here, but I didn't take it. I think I took it in the challenge, or one of the challenge plays. So then I took calls at 11:49, which is right here. Got the nasty red candle right here, bounced up 50% of the retracement of these big red candles. We used to play that a lot, all the time. Whenever you have these big nasty red candles, they would retrace like 50% of it, and that would be a good area to like buy if you missed the area, the initial buy. You wait for the retracement, then you can load up, and then you can catch it. But we had this dump right here, and it started to bottom a little bit. So we got the red candle here and here. So when I got over these two candles, over 473.10, that's where I grabbed calls. I grabbed the 47.50 calls at 840, and they went from 840 to 970 right there. So whenever you're playing bottom plays after a massive drop like this, you got to be cautious. So that ended up working out okay. So then I ended up taking a 1 o'clock. Actually, I took it at 12:38. I took a bond auction strangle. I took the 47.40 puts at 480, and I took the 47.55 calls at 450. And the bond auction was right at 1 o'clock. So I initially got it right here at 10:38, right here. And I got out of the calls. No, I got out of the puts. 12:38. I got it right here. I'm trying to think what the hell happened. I think I might have mixed up. Let's see. The exits. Yeah, it was the calls. I guess for some reason I said the puts went to 8. No, the calls. Puts went to 0, and the calls went to 8. Because I remember I took the calls before 1 o'clock because they were up at $8. So I took them. I was in at 450, so it was up to $8. I was thinking, okay, I'll take the calls at $8. That's a pretty good run, and we're probably going to drop. So I had the thesis that we were going to drop, and but we didn't. So we ended up just kept going, and the calls just went crazy. But yeah, so that's what I ended up doing. I took the calls at 8. Because at 1 o'clock, I mean, there's been so many times where the calls, one side will be up substantially, then the news will drop, and the call and the position that I was up on will get slammed when it actually drops. So when I was up to $8, I was thinking, okay, I'll take the calls, I'll take that side, and if it dumps, it will be a good payday. And it just did not work out. It just kept going. So that kind of took a very, very tiny loss, not much, because I got the puts at 480 and I got the calls at 450 and I got out at 8. So I wasn't really down that much on the put side, even though they went fully zero, but I still got a good play out of the call. So yeah, it is what it is. I got that wrong. It just didn't play out the way I thought it would. And I took puts at what, 336, which is right here. 336 right here. Got the drop, got that few candle. I took puts. I took the 47.80 puts at 620, and then went from 620 to $7. Not much of a play, so that didn't really work out too well at the end. So it is what it is. Then on the 12th, Friday the 12th, I said SPY puts under 475, which is right down here at this low. It popped up, so it dropped here, then it popped up. We just had we always been having great volatility pre-market. Then when we get to market open, it just doesn't do anything. So this is where I got trapped. This is another trap. Strong run right here. I was thinking, okay, we're at 478.50. We are at right over pre-market high, the high over previous higher day on Thursday. So I was thinking, okay, we're going to make the all-time run right here. We're going to go to 481, 482. We're going to make a run for right here. And when it broke high day, I grabbed calls. We grabbed the 48.10 calls at 640, and it got slammed. I stopped out at 2. So I really thought this was the time where we're going to go to 480 plus. It was a huge trap. And then I switched sides, and I grabbed puts at 1073, 1043, right here. If you set up right there, I didn't touch it. Bounced up to 20 EMA, gets rejected. When I broke below the body, then the wick. This 476 area, I grabbed puts. I grabbed the 47.70 puts at $7, and they went from $7 to 1060. So that ended up being a good play. I really thought for sure this was the all-time high test right here. Just the way it looked. I mean, we tried to go here, it got shut down. Tried to go here, it got shut down. Came back up here, we got up here again. We tested it for the third time. I was like, okay, this is going to be the time. It's a Friday. We're going to end the week breaking all-time high, but no, I was wrong. So, but we did catch this one, so that worked out pretty good. Then I took puts again at 12.25, which is right here. Bounced up to 20 EMA. I got rejected, so I grabbed the 47.70 puts at 650, and I think I grabbed it right underneath the bodies of these candles right here, right at the 475.65 area. And those 47.70 puts I got at 650 only went to $7. Not much of a play, and that was kind of dangerous anyway. So tiny win, nothing spectacular. Then I took puts at 237, which is right 237 right here. Yeah, I took it right here. Got this nasty red candle that popped back up. I remember getting the retracement on this one. I got the 47.80 puts at $4, and they went from $4 to $5.30, so right in there. So that ended up working out pretty good too. So not a bad day on Friday. Just this fake out right here. This was a very, very dirty move. I think a lot of people fell for this too. And just when things look obvious, that's when market makers pull their bullshit. So I got caught in that one. So it is what it is. Week wasn't the greatest. Very, very trappy. Like I said in the beginning, just the last few weeks have been trappy. All you can do is try to make the best decision you can and try to read the market as much as you can. I mean, sometimes you just overthink it. You can end up being your own worst enemy, but you're going to catch traps. You're going to catch fake outs. They all happen. Everyone's going to get them. There's no way around it. All you can do, I try to do is be patient, try to anticipate them as much as you can and try to work around them. So, but you're going to catch them. And there's no way around it. So that's the recap for the week. I hope this has helped. It's hopefully this week coming up will be better. So thanks for watching.